Okay, so to get started, the first thing you're going to need is a job description. And so you can get this from any job board. I chose Handshake, just put environmental studies. I filtered the location so that it's within 30 miles of Burlington. And I also was looking specifically for an internship. And so it just got one result, which is perfect. It's very limited. That's what you want. And so what you're going to do is go down to where the job description is, with the responsibilities, qualifications, and that's what you're going to want to copy because you're going to use that for ChatGPT. So now once you're at chatgpt.com, I'm just going to ask it, can you help me with some interview prep based on this job description? I've copied and pasted the job description here. And then ChatGPT is going to give me a bunch of different questions. There's some general questions, can you tell us about your background? It gives you like a little bit more of an explainer here. I don't think you really need that. What interests you about this position? Those are really common interview questions. So if you're not preparing for those, you definitely should be. They're more specific questions about experience and skills based on the job description, going all the way down to more specific knowledge. That is a planner position. So some specific planning knowledge, planning principles, some soft skills. So for example, this kind of behavioral interview question. Can you describe a time when you worked effectively as part of a team? And then some other sort of situational questions. And then at the end, it provides potential questions that you might want to ask the interviewers. So remember, the worst thing that you can do at the end of an interview is have no questions. So you should definitely have some prepared. And remember, when you're using services like AI services like ChatGPT, think of it more as a conversation. Don't just get an answer and then move on. You can ask ChatGPT to elaborate, to go into a little bit more detail. So I just chose question 10 above and asked if I could get an example answer using the STAR method. And ChatGPT is going to give me an answer. Now, if you had like a specific situation that you wanted to ask ChatGPT to tailor the answer to, you could also do that. You could say, okay, could you give an example when I was working on an engineering project? Could you give an example that happened at whatever job you might have? So the more information you can give it, the better the response is going to be. And a huge caveat, these are not perfect, but it's a good way to get you start thinking about how you can answer some of these questions. So hopefully this just gives you a little bit of an insight of how you might use tools like this to think about preparing for an interview specifically using the STAR method.